Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Black Knights Chess Association um, second lesson. I am Mr. Eli, your host. We're going to go over, um, we're going to do a quick review of what we learned in our first lesson, and then we'll continue with pawn and king movement as far as capturing, protecting the pieces, and how it moves. Okay. Um, if you can see my board, this is how the chessboard is supposed to be set up. Okay, just a quick review. This is how the board is supposed to be set up. You have two rooks, which are on H1 and A1 for white, H8 and A8 for black. Okay, you get two of them. Remember, they move horizontally and vertically. All right. Your knights are on G1 and B1. They move in an L formation. G8, B8 for black. Okay. Your bishops are next. They are on that's F8, F8 and F1, C1 and C8. Okay. Your queen is always on letter D, and your king is always on letter E. So if your board doesn't look like this, a lot of times this, with new students, this is what we get on the board. Okay. The king and the queen are in opposite positions. That's not correct. All right. We want to make sure that our queen is on letter D, our king is on letter E. Also, I've seen the knights and the bishops in opposite positions. Okay. So we want to make sure that our board is properly set up. You got your rooks, your knights, then your bishop, then your king, your queen. Queen side, we have queen, bishop, knight, and rook. Okay, just make sure your board looks like this every time you set it up. All right, so now we're going to clear our board. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up our 8 pawns on the white side. And then we'll set up the black king. Okay. All right. So the purpose of this exercise is to see how many pawns can the king capture without allowing those pawns to make it to the 8th rank, right? If a pawn makes it here to the 8th rank, okay, that means he is free, right? So we're going to use, we're going to refer to our pawns as students, and we're going to refer to the king as the principal. Okay. And as we go further along in the exercises, I'll give each piece a different code name, because right now we're going to use the school setting, since most of us are, all of us actually are out of school, at home, doing in-school instruction and stuff like that. So I just want to make it just a little bit more relatable to you. Okay. For some of us that have gone through high school and stuff like that, you know what it is to have a group of your friends wanting to skip school and stuff like that. So that's what this activity is all about. We got eight friends that want to skip school without the principal being able to catch them. Okay. So we want to see how many kids can actually get out, and we want to see how many the principal can actually catch. Okay. It's a little tough when you doing it by yourself, but I'm gonna make it work for you just to kind of show you what it looks like. So in the with the first session, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how if the students work together, they can actually get um, out of the school without the principal being able to detect them. In the second part, I'll show you um, pretty much if the students didn't have an actual plan other than, oh, I just want to get out of school. If they don't have a real plan in place, how easy it is for the principal to, you know, send them back to class. Okay. All right. So let's begin. First lesson. Um, these students have a plan. They know how they're getting out. All right. Keep in mind, not all of them will get out. All of them won't get caught either. All right. So generally, when we do this exercise with newer players, they don't know what it is to set the board up so that their pieces are protected. Okay, so now we have a king, just a king that can only move one square in any direction. Okay, so the king can be put in danger, or in this case, the principal can be put in danger. So the principal has to watch out as well how he moves. Okay. Yes, he's chasing down students and trying to get them back to class, but he also has to watch how he moves so that he's not put into a bad position to where the game could end for him. Okay. Last thing we want is for the students to overtake the school. All right. So right now, what we have here is um, this student here on E4 is being protected by the student on F3. The student on F3 is being protected by the student on G2. Okay. So if, let's say the principal could move here, okay, as of right, really the principal can't move down here at all because that's putting him in a bad position. Okay. So let's say, that he could. It's not a legal move, but let's say that he could. So if he goes here, that means that the student on E4 can, okay? So now it doesn't even matter. All 8 of them can get out of the building right now, okay? But since that's not a legal move, okay, that's not a legal move. So right now the king is on D6. The most we can do with this king, the principal, actually, to keep the principal out of trouble, D6. Okay, so he can see now that these students have a plan. Now he has to come up with a plan. All right. As far as he knew, he heard some whispers that, oh, we got a couple of students that were going to skip school. So, you know, he ran out all with full emotions. Oh, I got to go get these kids. I got to get them back into their classrooms. He didn't really have a plan either. Okay. So now he has to try to get 8 students and he's by himself. So let's see what happens. Notice the protection. Okay. Also keep in mind that on its first move, these students can move 1 or 2 squares forward on its first move. So they're really making the principal work. Notice how they're still working together. Principal's really, really working hard. You can't come down here. Okay. You can't come down here. You can't come down here. None of these 3 squares. So we're pretty much cutting off where the principal can go, and notice how each student is kind of advancing forward. Okay. Eventually, somebody has to come to him eventually. So we got one. Okay. He was able to get one. Now he has two. He has three. Remember, only one square at a time, thanks to the magic of this computer. I was able to move two squares, but that's not a legal move. So one square at a time. All right. So it looks like our students have gotten a little bit discouraged. Okay. We got 5 still trying to get out. 3 was sent back to the classroom already. So these 2 still working together. These 3, okay, they done lost the pack a little bit, but they're still working together. Principal's out here by himself. So as soon as he gets further away from 1, okay, up here. So once he gets further away from one side of the board, now those students can start, making their way out. Okay, so now that one's made it. So far, only 1 has been able to get out. And I'm sure you all remember, like, okay, so if you skipped school and there was a group of y'all that wanted to get out and only a couple of y'all made it, more than likely the people that you really wanted to hang with were the ones that got caught, which is crazy. Okay, so from the looks of things, this young man is about to be all by himself out there. Now, eventually, they all have to come to the principal. Eventually. I don't get you today. I'll have you tomorrow. So make that move because he can't chase everybody. He's trying, but he can't chase everybody. All right. We got 2 out. So now this young man has somebody to go to the mall with right now. That's always the worst. You get out, none of your friends make it out. So you just kind of waiting around to see who's coming out with you, okay? So like I said, eventually the last group of students okay. So out of 8 that were trying to skip school, only 3 of them got out, I mean, those are pretty good odds, okay? And again, those were students that had a plan. Um, of course, the 5 probably didn't plan on getting caught, but that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes we have a plan and it don't always work 100% to the way we planned it. So we have to alter our plans and try something different to see how well that works. All right. So let's clear the board. Let's go back with our 8 pawns again. Eight students on the board, 1 principal. Now, so that first group was your senior class, even some of your juniors, because they've been watching that senior class and trying to figure out how the heck they're able to just come in and then leave. I was like that when I was in high school. Like, yo, I seen the dude when he signed in, but I ain't seen him all day. And then he gone. But he on the bus in the afternoon to go home, which used to be real crazy to me. So now that was your juniors and your seniors. Okay. Here go your freshmen, fresh out of 8th grade, don't have no clue about nothing. They got a little whiff that students are skipping school, skipping out of the school, and they trying to figure out, well, how is that even possible? I don't know, but I'm gonna do it. So now they don't have no plan. They just want to get out and hope they don't get caught. So here we go. Remember, in our last session, I talked to y'all about you want to control the center of the board. Okay, most of these pieces are, all the pieces are strongest at the center because they cover more area. Okay, but these are freshmen, so here we go. Okay, so that one right there, he was real smart in 8th grade. Okay, he has siblings that go to the school, friends that go to the school that were a part of that junior senior group. So, you know, he just felt he was just gonna go for it, and he went all by himself. He had no help or nothing. So, um, let's see if he can get if some friends make it out with him. Crazy thing with freshmen is sometimes they think they know, but they don't really know. Like they haven't really, you know, had that experience yet. So those 2 kids, they figured, hey, we will work together to get out. They actually thought about something because they seen the other one get out. They said, oh, we can work together to get out. And it actually put them in a bad spot, these 2 working together. Okay. Got to know your combinations. Okay. Knowing which pieces work real well together, and how to set them up and put them in a good position. So look at him. He's just gonna jump right on out there in the hallway. Okay. So now here we go. You know, smartened up again. Like, oh my gosh. So one of us got caught. What we gonna do now? Oh, I know. Let's protect my friend. Okay. The principal can't get us when we're leaving out like this. Okay. We'll watch the principal work. So we always got one. He decided that he didn't want to wait for this guy any longer. Okay. We always get one. So boom. Now the principal catches him. And it's this guy's fault. Okay. He's on his way. He gonna keep running anyway. He thought it was good. Oh, sorry about that. So he thought he was good. Nope. Caught. He on his way out. Forget y'all. I don't need y'all. Oh, maybe I do. I'm caught. I'm gonna sneak down the back hallway. Principal's right here. Come on back. Right there. Principal's here. Nope. You get back. And you don't have no choice but to walk right into the principal's office. All right. Have a good day. So now, out of 8 students, okay, 8 freshmen, only 1 got out of the building. Okay, only 1 of them got out of the building. He just made a mad dash for it. Track star. Okay, after all of this, after the suspension and stuff like that. Okay, he's a track star, so he got out of the building quick. But again, if you have no plan, these are the things that happen. Okay, you don't want to just throw your pieces out there with no type of protection at all. You always want to protect your pieces. And make sure, again, if you're going to sacrifice anything, make sure you're sacrificing for a better position. Okay. I thank y'all all for watching. I'll clear the board here. I thank y'all all for watching. I hope you got something out of it. You can see me here again next Saturday at 11 a.m. And we'll go with our next lesson. Okay. Thank you all for watching. You can catch us, Black Knights Chess Association, on Facebook. Join the group, facebook.com/Black Knights CA. You can also find us on the web at blackknightschess.org. Contact us, blackknightschess230@gmail.com, for any questions, comments, or concerns. Again, I thank you all for watching. Stay safe and have a great day.